Hey, it's Leslie, and this week I'm going to talk about the challenge of getting enough sleep. I don't know if you're like me, but for me, that is a big issue. And sometimes I think about it and it drives me nuts because I've spent the last 2 years focusing on my health and being obsessed with health, and yet I'm so sleep deprived and I do it to myself every day. And I don't know why, because I'm so tired during the day and then it's just a vicious cycle because then I'll come home, I'll have a nap, and then I'll be wide awake, and it just continues. So this is something that I really want to change, and it doesn't even make sense. It's not even that I don't like sleeping. I love sleeping, but my problem is I always want to get so much done during the day. Like, there's different reasons. Like, number one, I find I always like to, I want to get that last email done, and I want to make sure I'm cleaned up, and I never really know where to draw the line and be like, okay, no, you need to go to bed. You're tired. So by the time I go to bed, I'm like so exhausted. I pretty much like hit the bed and pass out. So I need to learn, to figure that out. But I find it so hard because I feel like if I go to bed, then I'm not going to get this done. And sometimes even if I stay up really late, if I get those things done, in a weird sense, I do feel good. But I don't feel good the next day when I'm like falling asleep at work. So that's why it's a big, big struggle for me. Another thing that I'm guessing you can probably relate to that I would say is a reason I am missing sleep is YouTube. I watch so many videos, and because I love them, and it's hard to be like, oh, I should go to bed, but there's a 15-minute, show of shaytards that I haven't watched yet. And to be honest, this week I'm actually behind on my videos because I've just been so tired. So that's a big problem for me because once you kind of get hooked on YouTube and then you start finding more and more people, your sub box, like every time I come home from work, it's like full. So then, it's not like 1 2-minute video. When all these videos add up, it actually does take up a lot of time. And the thing is, then sometimes you get bored and you're sitting there, and even once you run out of your sub boxes, if you're like me, then you might still kind of be looking for something, be like, what's the most popular ones, and see if there's anything maybe you're missing that you could have watched. So that is a big issue and something, I don't know. I don't want to not watch them, but I need to find a way to be able to catch up on my videos without being sleep deprived. So we all know that you need sleep. This isn't like news, like, hey, guess what? It's a good idea to get sleep. No, I'm not crazy. I know that you know that we need sleep. And there's very different reasons. Number one, mentally, your brain needs rest, or you can't function properly. Number two, the more sleep deprived you are, the more likely you are to get sick because your immunity's down. And thirdly, if you're working out, I find that when my muscles are sore, it makes my body tired because it just needs to rest those muscles and, just like self-repair. And fourth is something that I found out a while ago. I don't know, it was an article, I can't remember where it is, but it explained that not getting enough sleep actually does make you more hungry, because when your body's lacking that energy, it actually craves, I think it's simple carbs and like junk food, because like sugars and that, it will give it a quick energy. Even though if it's not a good energy, it craves those things because it's in a way kind of shutting down, because it's like goes into panic mode and thinks, I'm not getting this energy I need something quick. And that's the kind of food it wants. It doesn't want foods that take a long time to break down. It wants something that's going to give it energy right away. So if we want to eat better and we're depriving ourselves of sleep, we're actually making it even harder on ourselves. So that's why it's something that I really do want to change, and I am going to be doing it. Like I had mentioned, I'm starting a new meal plan, and it's actually tomorrow, but by the time I post this video on Monday, it'll be yesterday, I guess. So check that out, links below if you're interested. And one of the things I'm going to do is finally force myself to get into a good sleep routine, because that's one of the things with the system is you're supposed to be getting enough sleep every night for it to work. So I'm gonna do it because I need to do it. This week's health article is 5 foods people fear and how to get over it. So check out that link below if you're interested. And for lovely lyrics this week, I chose the song Ordinary People by Chantal Kreviazuk. And I like the song because, like I'm saying, when you aren't getting enough sleep, I find there's just not enough time in the day. And in the song, it says, you punch the clock, day begins, work gets done, you start over again. And that's how I feel sometimes with life. It's just like a constant cycle of repeat, because It's like things like dishes. You wash your dishes and then you have to use them the next day and then wash them again. And you do your laundry once a week and then, you know, you think, oh, I got my laundry done. But then you just mess it up and have to do it again. So there's so many things. Like, you know, you have to shower. You shower, but then you have to shower again another day, right? So I find it can get overwhelming sometimes that life is just so much on repeat and so much of our day is spent doing the exact same thing over and over and over again, which is why I feel like I don't have enough time and why I think it's something that leads to me being sleep deprived. So I think it's a really good song, and it just points out how, you know, like, that's how it is. Get through it, basically. And I just wanted to show you one more thing. I'm going to a 50th anniversary reception tonight, and I got a dress, and I just wanted to show you. It's, I'll go way back here. So this is my dress, and I got it from Avon. It has a nice little cinch, and it also, I did want to show you something actually. It has this thing underneath that is supposed to like suck you in and smooth you out. As you can see, I think it's doing a pretty good job. And I also wanted to talk about a pet peeve, because have you ever noticed that on things that are supposed to be slimming, like I don't have the book here, but it's called slimwear, but the model wearing it is not big. And I'm also wearing slimmer pantyhose. Okay, look at this woman. Look at her waist. This is supposed to be for thigh and tummy. Does she look like her thighs and tummy need to be cinched? No. So I just find that's always a stupid thing, because I'm like, why are you using a model that doesn't even need it? That's just my pet peeve. Anyway, that's all. I'm going to go and hopefully, okay. Well, I'm going and I'm going to be eating whatever dinner is there. But tomorrow I'm starting my meal plan and I'm super pumped. So I hope you're interested in checking that out. Have an awesome week and I will see you next week. God bless.